Okay, seems stable. Welcome. Welcome. Today we are going to capture some footage for the next video. So, what are we going to capture? We will do a Starship re-entry. Let me quickly go and set up some settings. Here, iPhone control there. Reloading, yes, that looks good. Twitch looking good as well. All right. These pop back into the game. So I have, of course, installed a bunch of mods, amongst which we have Starship expansion project. Yeah, let's pick some nice sunset weather for lounge. Where's north? Where does the sun go down? Shadows? They tell me anything? There. So there should be the sun coming down. Alright. Now some clouds would be nice. Oh, that looks good. Bit more. Tiny bit more. After this big cloud, hopefully it's not too big, otherwise we're going to... Okay, we are. Let's stop it here, maybe. We'll see. Hello, Vader the cat. Good evening. How is your Sunday so far? VAB. So, in the VAB, we're going to first switch off the VAB. And then I have, of course, prepared something nice for you. This is a Starship Block 2. A super heavy booster. I noticed one thing. That is this action group here. It says extend flaps, but actually it does not seem to be working. When I hit that, nope, nothing really happens. So there is also a toggle deploy. Maybe I need to do both. Yeah, I'm doing alright as well. Thank you. Spent yesterday evening and this morning installing properly Soul, so RSS scale stuff, for this KSP installation to make the Starship work with real scale. Wasn't that easy, but now it works. Now trying to figure out how to properly configure these action groups here to enable the flaps. Maybe it is toggle deploy? Let's do that as well. Toggle deploy. Toggle deploy. Toggle deploy. Save. Who knows? Maybe it works. Good. I will not do any special takes on the launch this time. We want to record today, this evening, re-entry of the Starship. So also no Mechazilla launch tower or anything. Pretty boring stuff. Okay, let's arrange the UI elements a bit that we need. We can put this here. Code editor we don't need today. Yeah, that could work. Good. It's pretty dark. Maybe I time warped a bit too far. Let's see. We said we are also not going to do a... maybe we do a super heavy booster splashdown or landing? We'll see. I really want to focus on the re-entry stuff today. So we'll see. Can I move this? Why is it on top of... What's going on? Why is it like that? Strange. Is this KER or what is it? I don't think it's... Why is it so strange? Shouldn't that be centered around here? The, I mean, on the very top right, you see some stats, and overlaid on top of the altimeter stats, you see the other ones. I think they should be shifted to the right, to the left, to the center. Oh. Strange. How many viewers do you have on Twitch right now? On YouTube, it is only me. My tool says we are free right now, so that makes 2 over on Twitch. Say hi in the chat if you want. Yeah, I'm not so sure why these UI elements are over there all of a sudden. It's strange. But anyway, let's do a nice Starship launch. Have we armed the auto guidance? Yes. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. I think it might look nice when we go through the clouds then. And actually see the sun. Hopefully it gets a little bit brighter then. Nice shock cones here. The shock crystals. Okay, we are inside the cloud. Let's see how it goes when we exit the cloud. Hello, there is the sun. That looks nice. Oh, a little bit of flickering. Look at that. Have we, by the way, enabled the correct TUFX profile? Yes, we have. Good. Let's continue. So, the crystals are gone by now. They're high enough. Burning for how long? 70 seconds. Okay. The clouds are really cool. Okay, there we see the plume expanding. This is the point in time where normally we do the staging for the super heavy booster. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. There it goes. And normally now you can also switch back and then it would land the booster back at the KSC. Super nice. But we will do that in another video. Today it is all about going to low Earth orbit and then doing re-entry. That's the main act. We can switch through some nice camera perspectives here. We have the one on the flaps, one flap and the other flap. We have one just looking down or up, I'm not sure. We have one inside the engine room. Multiples, to be honest, multiples. That's a nice perspective here. Then the other flaps, front flaps. And camera attached to the flaps. They move with the flaps when they move. That's pretty cool to see. And the other side, of course. And then we're back. Good. We are going to 200 kilometer orbit, by the way. Most likely I'm going to time warp a bit. Because still going to take us 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Yeah, the graphics are really awesome. Also, I got one awesome thing now that we will see later once we are on the dark. They added this just this week. I don't know when exactly, but we now have city lights back with Seoul. I love my city lights. City lights are awesome. Why does it keep moving the UI around? Stop it. So once we are at 140 kilometer, we can switch over to only the vacuum engines, right? Let's do that. See, like this. We still have 0.91 TWR. That's enough to reach orbit. It's fine. I need to grab something to drink soon. I'm thirsty. Good. So, yeah, re-entry is going to be interesting. I have done some tests, of course. So we're gonna do what the actual Starship does, the 65-degree angle of attack re-entry, and we are going to do our deorbit burn. I thought about it. The first test flights, they did minus 50, 60 kilometers, and later ones they normally do 60, 70 kilometers, something like that. One is a bit more steep than the other. Greetings. 1 star. How was your Sunday so far? Where was I? Yeah, re-entry. About 60 kilometers periapsis we're gonna do. And what am I seeing here? Does it look correct? Yes, we're still rising. Okay. And we also have a positive TWR by now. We do 1.17. It's fine. But we still have 2.5 minutes to go. fine. Let's enjoy some camera perspectives again. The rear flaps, of course. Okay, let's see. We now have a bit of an issue with these profiles here. If they do it, no, that doesn't fix it. But I think HDR fixes it, yes. So let's disable HDR for now. Then we don't have that. So yeah, that's an interesting look. That as well. Maybe I should disable the gimbal when they are not active. The non-vacuum Raptor engines. Interesting, the Earth there. Yeah, I just like this one. That's beautiful. I need membership eventually. This content is great. Vader, yeah, do it. Go ahead. I made it like the cheapest variant that there is with €1 per month. So feel free if you want to. You get access to all the scheduled shorts and videos. Right now I think I have 2 videos already scheduled. The Artemis 2 mission that we did and the Starship versus SLS one. And another maybe? Not so sure. Your weekend was great. How much payload on the ship? Actually, no payload right now. This is the Starlink nose cone. And we are doing an empty run. How much time is left? 92 seconds. We are approaching our apoapsis already. Because I want to do another comparison video. Let's say part 2 between SLS and the Artemis program and the Starship. And part 2 will be re-entry. So we mainly focus on capturing some nice re-entry shots of the Starship re-entry. Goes the sun. Bye bye. Ah, and immediately some more stars popped up. It's interesting. Good. Milky Way becomes visible already. That's cool. So yeah, that's why there's no payload in this ship. Also, we're not super focusing on perfect ascent and whatever. We just want to get to low Earth orbit and then do the re-entry later. How much longer? 13 seconds. Approaching orbit. There we are. Welcome to low Earth orbit. Okay, it's pretty dark in here. We have how much delta V left? 2100. That's nice. So let's name this Starship re-entry. Stream. Gut. Damo, ja, was geht? Weltraumlift. Ja, Weltraumlift gibt's leider hier nicht in dem Game. Okay, so here we are. Let's see, we need the vacuum engine still. Maybe we can just go and time warp to a bit more sunlight. That would be nice, right? Oh, look at that, look at that. Not at that. That is the switching of the Oh, come on. I'm hostage. Hostage by the camera modes. Let me out of here. Okay, here we are. What I want to show you is below us, city lights. Yay! We have them back. City lights during night. I love these. I really like these. Okay, now we can go to sunset, sunrise. Sorry, not sunset, sunrise. Yes, there we go. Okay. We want to face retrograde. Why are you moving constantly to another place? Bit annoying. Good. So the Starship rotates to 0 degrees roll. It's too dark. It really is. So we are time warping towards a bit more sunlight. Let me override our save here. Starship reentry stream was the name, right? Yes, it was. Okay, saved. Let's time warp. Oh my god, I hit the wrong button. Let's reload. Sorry. I didn't want to time warp that fast. Okay, here we are, back again. Let's adjust the camera and then time warp. A bit further. Just a bit, not too much. This doesn't look right, I have to say. Why? That's bad. Graphical glitch incoming. Okay, let's try that again. Hope it doesn't stick around. Does it? Still looks strange, no? I don't know what's going on. We had that last time as well. This here. Okay, that doesn't fix it. Last time we had that, we had to go to the main menu and reload to make it go away. Do those cameras come with the ship model or is it from the camera mod? It's a combination. The part brings this, but you have to also have, it's called Neptune camera or something, mod installed. Let's just give it a try. If it was enough and it now works. Otherwise, we have to restart the game. You have to have this camera mod as well. Ah, that doesn't look good. That does not look good. We still have this graphical glitch. Yeah. Maybe if you do one full rotation, the glitch is gone. Let's see. Okay, we have city lights again. Nice. And when the sun comes up again, hopefully. Ah, we still have it. God damn it. I'm sorry, we have to restart the game. Which unfortunately takes 2 minutes or something like that. Yeah, it's a lot of mods. But that's how it is. Sometimes it has hiccups. Alright, restarting. I use the time and grab something to drink. So, by the way, this is the most, I like this headset, but this thing is the most annoying. Whenever I tilt my head down or I stand up or whatever, this thingy here just goes either here, which looks stupid, or here, which also looks stupid. Annoying. It's the Arctis 7 from Steel Series. And yes, I just installed Realism Overhaul into this installation. And since I did that, that B9 part switch thingy starts complaining about some parts, but only parts that we're not using, so I don't care that much. With the Starship, at least everything still works fine, so yeah. I don't know. Some Saturn boosters, Algol, whatever. Let's just ignore those. Okay, here we are again. Almost. There we are. Okay. Now the graphical glitch should hopefully be gone. We'll see. I have hope. Re-entry stream. There was a short moment of hiccup again, but I think it adjusted and now it looks good. Okay. A nice sunrise moment with the Starship. Oh, that could be a nice thing for this camera angle. This one. And we need to disable HDR because it hiccups as well. Good. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? Okay. So we are approaching here. That's good. Now our next task is to bring down our periapsis to 70 approximately kilometers. That's all good. Okay, let's go. No. Oh, we don't have radio connection. That is something that I also haven't figured out yet. This thing has a communication dish built in. Oh, where is it? It has one, definitely. But most of the time it doesn't have connection. And also, normally you can say infinite electricity and then you have control over your vessel. But apparently in here this also does not seem to work. That's really bad. What do we do now? We need to time warp until we have a radio connection. See, there it is. Okay. Because now we can properly do like 1 or 2% of thrust and not 100%, because with 100% you would, like, periapsis would jump down. I wouldn't be able to stop it fast enough. Good. So again, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's 60 kilometers. Should still be fine, hopefully. We can switch over to the non-vacuum Raptors. Nice. Then we time warp to when we are at 140 kilometers. And then we do another quick save, I guess. We can test our... Doesn't do anything. This action group is just doesn't work. Why? I don't know why. So, let's go to 140 kilometers. I hope we will not re-enter during night time. That would be a bit annoying. Just need to restart then. Okay, let's go prograde. And we can already enable all these nice flaps. Deploy. Deploy. And deploy. Good. Heat shield down. That would be helpful. Thank you. Okay, so now we switch off Smart ASS and switch over to fly-by-wire. And what we do is we set it to our 65 degrees. We can also see this in atmosphere stats, I guess. Where are they? Here. Here, our angle of attack. We want that to be approximately 65. 65 degrees, so up here. And now, let's re-enter. We need to leave RCS on for the first part of the descent, but at 75 kilometers, we can switch off RCS and only rely on the flaps. So let's enjoy some nice views. Yeah. So this one should start moving. We see it slightly moving already. All right, just slightly. There it is. There it is. I mean, they don't do much yet because we are still super high and not really in the atmosphere. There we see the front flaps. That's gonna be interesting when the plasma rushes past down here. Looks really cool. And of course, this perspective is super nice once the plasma appears. And also this one. Now we should see, now the camera is moving with the flap. Moving. That's super nice. Okay. We from time to time we need to check our angle of attack and correct a bit. That should be good. Also heat, I have enabled the thermal KAR at the bottom of the KAER. Think you have heat. Right now the most critical part is one of the engines, but later it switches over to the nose. But we should be quite safe. Didn't we want to create a save point? We wanted to do that. Starship reentry 120k. Save. Good. There we go. All right, at about 100 kilometers, the plasma should start to appear. Before that, not much happens. Pretty boring path here. Let's check where we are. We are in the middle of the... not, we are already past midday. So it might be a sunset re-entry or even become night. Let's just do it once and then see if it doesn't work out nicely. We have to start the deorbit burn on the night side and not after sunrise, right? But we can do a second run then to achieve that. Should be, should be all right. Good. I am going to time warp a bit here because that's taking a long time. Let's go down to approximately 100 kilometers. Because then we should see first plasma building up. Then we have some nice visuals. No, the flaps, they actually work. But we are so high up still that they don't do much, right? There is not much airflow that they can use to control anything. So right now they're not really doing anything, but once we reach 75 kilometers approximately, I will disable RCS, and then we will solely rely on the flaps doing their job. You will also see that by then we will not match exactly the 665 degrees angle of attack anymore, because they just can't do it somehow. Yeah, we will start to tilt up a slight bit. In some of my tests, it was even up to almost 90 degrees. Looked strange, but still worked. Okay, I think we start seeing something now, at least. Some heating starts to appear. And as you can see, our speed is slowly but steadily starting to decline. So we're 91 already. Let's switch through some camera perspectives. We see some heat slowly starting to come up. Yeah, this convection flux value in KER is a good hint. When this goes close to 1 million, then we start seeing plasma. So by now, as you can see, we have critical temperature 47% already. That is it's in Kelvin, right? So 1400 Kelvin. I don't know how much that is in Celsius. But we start seeing more and more. So as you can see, Still, RCS is doing a fair amount of the job. We need to fix our angle of attack a bit. Coming down to 87 kilometers. Now you see, from time to time, RCS can now throttle down a bit because the flaps get more and more control. And if they can control it, RCS doesn't have to do it anymore. Okay, as you can see, it starts getting red a bit. That's the heat. Our speed is declining. Our Oh yeah, our periapsis is already inside the planet. That's good. So we are not going to get out of the atmosphere ever again. $66 degrees is good. We can also always just go down to 60 and then we have a bit of buffer. All right. You can see the slider in the top center, I believe the altitude. That is the atmosphere thickness. And as you can see, we already moved one tick from the far left to the right. We are ramping up atmospheric pressure. And I guess it's going to be a nice, where is the sun? A nice sunset reentry. Can be interesting. Let's look a bit down. We are above a big ocean, apparently. Can't really make out any land anywhere. There is land coming up. What is that? South America? Not sure. Let's focus on this. Oh, I see something. I see something. Can you see that when I get real close? You see a slight foam of plasma on the right side, the bottom facing side of the Starship. Let's correct the angle of attack a bit and then switch through some camera perspectives. Maybe we can make it up anywhere already. Yeah, on the very left in this perspective, you see it above my head. That's cool. It looks nice. Also, this looks pretty nice. So what does the number say? We have a convection flux of 800,000 by now. We are reaching below 80 kilometers. So 75 is the point where plasma starts showing up properly. At 70, we have a nice light show. And we see more and more coming up here. We can give it a try, but I'm a bit safe side here. Let's say Starship. Reentry 80k. Because we might be able to disable RCS already. We're at 78 kilometers, but it might also be too early. So let's see what happens. Disabled. Do the flaps already have enough control to make it not flip? It does not look like it. Nope. Good that I did a quick save. ATK. Yeah, they need enough air. Otherwise, they have issues to properly make it work. Good. Let's continue our descent. I can time warp a bit so that we don't have to wait that long. We want to go and start seeing some plasma, right? That's why we're here. So we are at 1 million kilowatt convection flux. We should start seeing our plasma. 70 kilometers. There we go. There we go. There we go. There it is. Start appearing. Nice. Look at that. This is the first plasma showing up on the flaps. What am I seeing here? That should not happen. Something's going on. I think we are still good, hopefully. We need to disable this. It looks a bit annoying that the engines are wobbling around, right? Okay, I know. I think I know what happened. We need to fix our roll first. Okay. There we go. This is the moment where what's going on? Why are you doing that? Hasn't had that happen in my tests. Come on, you can do it. Get back down there. That does not look so good. Why is it happening? Why? Come on. What are you doing? Oh, that's not good. Why? Why did that happen? Never happened before. Also, this looks a bit too... Looks fine. Maybe we can fix it. Time warp sometimes makes it fixable. But it doesn't look like it fixes it this time. And I also think we are good. Okay. What happened? We need to do that again. That doesn't work, by the way, as well. So we're just gonna... It's also nighttime. That is a disaster. This is really annoyingly bad. So once I installed, see now it starts to fire up the engines, but it's too late. And why is that? This is because I have installed realism overall, and the engines have about 2 seconds startup time. And the MacJab landing autopilot, it just cannot handle that. Those 2 seconds, it's just too much. I don't know why exactly. It's not capable of handling that, but it's not. No. You keep down at 64, no, degrees. Come on. Thank you. Good. Low and steady. No time warp this time. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, it is realism overall at this engine startup time. And the autopilot, the landing autopilot, it just cannot handle it. I mean, I did some landings when, oh, look at this, there is land. When I didn't have realism overall installed, then it worked perfectly, because then the engine immediately starts up. But with realism overall, doesn't work. MacJab does not consider spool up time. Yep, unfortunately. And also you cannot configure it anywhere. I mean, if there would be a setting here somewhere. But there is not. You just cannot configure it. Like, for example, in the ascent guidance, when you go to ascent settings, you can set a hot staging time and whatnot. But for landing, nope. No such thing. Okay. Let's hope that this time we will not lose control over the Starship. We need to go a bit further down here, if I see that correctly. Good. So now we see our plasma appearing, right? That's nice. And now we need to make sure that we don't lose control again. Looking good so far. Trying to capture some nice perspectives here. Oh, something's happening again. Oh, it's going to 90 degrees again. But why? Why does that happen? I mean, we went also down to periapsis 60 kilometers this time, which I did never do in my test runs. So that might be it, but we don't never know. They are working, right? Yeah, deployed. Both of them are deployed. Okay. City lights, amazing. But for some reason, we cannot keep control. Just starts tipping over. Why? Maybe it's... But I also did a even more steep re-entry before. We lost it again. Yeah, okay. Okay. We are gonna load the stream one and we make our re-entry burn at the night side, so we have a daytime re-entry, right? And then we'll be good. So let's do one full flight through the daytime. I'm back. What is WSG? Fehler in der Treibstoffzufuhr, Selbstzerstörung eingeleitet. Schönen Tag noch. Ja, Damo, so ähnlich. WSG. Okay, we are on the nighttime. Some nice city lights here. And now, during nighttime, we do our deorbit burn. How far in are we? Approximately here. And we should have a nice sunrise. I mean, right here we don't see much, right? But that's fine. We have radio connection, that's good, so we can do our burn. Okay, here we are. Good. So, deorbit burn in 3, 2, 1. No? Oh, we just lost connection. Is that possible? What's good is what WSG means. Oh, okay. Yeah, we messed up this earlier re-entry. So now we're doing another one. We need to keep our periapsis about 70 kilometers. The other one was... It just didn't work out really nice. I know that minus 50 kilometers works as well. Yes, Damo, that's right. We are losing a connection, but it wasn't the problem. Anyway, let's see. We have connection again. Okay, let's do the deorbit burn real quick. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, 70 kilometers we said. That is here, 71. Fine for me. Good. It's still pretty dark around here. Let's time warp. Let's see how far we can time warp until we are at 140 kilometers. I don't think up until daylight, but that's fine. Good. We can time warp with 4x physics time warp. Quite far. Should be good. Switched over to atmosphere raptors. Good. Here we are. Switching over to fly-by-wire and doing our 60 to 65 degree angle of attack. Good. So also the sun should be coming up somewhere around there. City lights. They are so nice. I really like those. Okay. Time warp. Quite far ahead. There should be, the sun should be coming up soon. By the way, the question earlier was if RCS is doing the job or control wheels, reaction control wheels. I don't think the Starship has any because this is realism overall. They are so weak anyway. You wouldn't be able to control anything with them. Your theory for the flip. Change in air pressure. And the difference in friction. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. And normally it tilts like a slight bit more to the top, but not 90 degrees and over. Still manages, because of the flaps, you know, the rear two flaps, they are fully spread, and the top flaps, they are almost tilted back altogether. So at the end, you have a lot of drag, and that should normally prevent the flipping over. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it worked before. Oh, we are reaching sunrise incoming. Let's have a look. Hello, Rocket God. How is your Sunday so far? Look at that. Beautiful sunrise. Nice. Where are we? 100 kilometers. That's nice. Yeah, also not only in theory, but also in practice, it worked. This morning, I of course did some tests. What do you think? But yeah, the periapsis and the angle of attack, they both have to be perfect. Otherwise, issues start to appear. Hopefully not this time. We'll see. Otherwise, I had good results with a minus 50 to 60 kilometer periapsis, so a steeper reentry than this. This is very, very shallow. But our apoapsis is already inside the atmosphere, so we are not bouncing back. That's good. Because that's also a possible issue that you just, like a stone, right? You bounce off the atmosphere and go back into space, which would be bad. Anza, welcome. How are you? What mods do you use? This is for like Earth. It is Sol. And the Starship is, of course, from the Starship expansion project. And of course, there is also BlackRack's True Volumetric Clouds version 5 that is compatible with Sol. Okay. We still have some time to go where we can time warp until we see plasma starting to appear. Yeah, I'm also going to do the Artemis re-entry, not today, but next time. And that actually does this dip to the atmosphere to break, bounces off into space again, and then does a second re-entry after losing much speed in the first atmospheric re-entry, right? That's interesting. Okay, let's maybe do less time warp because we start to see some movement here. We want to face the heat shield bottom of course, towards the atmosphere. That would be good if that would work, right? Okay. How much hours did you play in KSP? That is a good question. Actually, I have no clue. Because at the beginning, of course, I played let's say normal KSP via Steam, and their hours were captured. For sure. I had several hundred hours. But then when you start modding and have several instances installed and CCAN managing the stuff, etc., you start to lose track. I guess several hundred. If I really have to guess, I would say 500 to 600 maybe. Okay, let's quickly see about some numbers and some visuals here. We are flying past the coast of... Anybody has any idea? I have no idea, as always. This is the coast of... Australia? Maybe? Possibly. There is still some issues that there you can see it. The level of detail somehow is popping in once you go closer. And also some sea levels are not perfect yet, I guess, because once you go further down, it starts to... there's sometimes water in the land and it's clipping a bit. Strange. But yeah, Sol is not at version 1.0 yet. It's 0.9, what is it, 3? Yeah, but it's still good. Usable. Better than RSS. And RSS Reborn, I would say. Okay, we are at a million kilowatt of convection flux. We should see some plasma building up soon-ish. Oh, we see some movement, some flipping again. Did I? Holy shit. I forgot to deploy. How could that happen? Forgot to deploy the flaps. How could that happen? Is it fixable still? Maybe. Let's see. I think. We just did a little trick here. That was planned, right? All planned, all along. Good. That was totally planned. I forgot to deploy the flaps. Okay, we see plasma building up. Nice. I love this moment. Let's go for some nice visuals. Can we get rid of this flickering somehow? Okay, that doesn't do much. Makes it a bit better, but it makes the visuals worse. Let's just stick with it. Okay. So we have this. That's a nice thing to see. We have this perspective, which is also pretty dope. Roll is not on the vector. Sorry, what? Switch through some of the camera perspectives while we are here. It's interesting. Oh. I see something happening. We need to go over here. No? It just looked like it. We're still good, I guess. Okay, let's... This is from on top of the Starship looking to the front. Okay, interesting. They shouldn't do much at this point. This is the coolest perspective, I would say. Belly is not pointing down. It is not? What do you mean? This is the... Okay, we are 67 degrees. Would be all good. Do you mean like almost horizontal? That only starts happening once you are at 30 kilometers approximately. We need to lose a lot more weight first. We can be adventurous and say Starship 66 re-entry 66 kilometers, and we can disable RCS. Oh, why did you disable? No, why? Come on, I just quick saved. Don't do this. It disabled SAS. Why? Come on. I hope this didn't ruin everything now, but it appears like it did. Maybe not. Maybe it did, maybe not. We'll see. It did. Come on! Are you serious? I just quick saved. Why does quick saving disable SAS? Doesn't make any sense. Let's quickly enable it again. Hopefully quick enough. Would have worked. What is that? Is that snow? Could be snow. Is that a mountain range? Okay, I guess we did it. Okay. What I wanted to try is disable RCS. That was close. Okay, let's disable RCS and see what happens. Can the flaps already keep us steady? Ah, they're struggling. But it looks like... come on. We don't want to flip over. You can do it. Yeah, I guess we're safe. Okay. We are quickly losing speed now. And this is, we are going, for sure we are going to do another re-entry with minus 60 or something. Because that looks insane. This is just the beginning of plasma building up. Okay, let's enjoy some of these camera perspectives. The sun appearing there. That's nice. Nice timing. Oh, that is the sweetest camera perspective of all, of course. Yeah, now we have some proper, but we are almost flipping over, right? That's, again, not so nice. We are also losing a lot of speed now. What is that? 3G? 4Gs? Almost? Look at that. Okay. Who knows how we did it? So now we are at 30 kilometers, as you can see. Now we can point it down and do the belly down. Joel, welcome. Wie war dein Tag soweit? Flaps, can you please do your job? What's going on? Hello? Ah, thank you. Slowly but steadily we are coming down. Okay. We are going through some nice clouds, yeah. Okay, we need to lose a lot of speed here. But that should be not a problem. Still 13 kilometer high. And we have 1000 delta V left. Let's see if we can actually make a splashdown. Splashdown? Yes, we are above some whatever ocean. Quick save. Starship. Reentry. 9K. Enable SAS again. I don't know why it always gets disabled when you do a quick save. But there are some stats down here and KAR on the right. You have 20 seconds until a suicide burn. So we can try to do that. Yeah, let's just try. We'll see what happens. It would be super nice if the MacJab could do it with realism overall installed, but unfortunately it can't. So it's up to us. We have to do it. We are out of... that's super bad. We don't have probe control. We can only do full thrust or no thrust. Okay. There we go. Retrograde, RCS, and full throttle. That does not work. Okay. You need to flip over. Come on. What are you doing? This is not retrograde. Or maybe like that we can do it. It's really annoying. Oh, there we go. I don't know, why is it so hard to do that properly? Without, let's say, without realism overall, the MacJab autopilot can do it. But with no chance. This 2-second engine spool up time crashes everything. Can you please not do that? Oh, what's happening? Okay. Then let's try to do retrograde, maybe? Can it even do that? Suicide burn in 2 seconds. Okay, that looks better. It's impossible to do manually. It's almost impossible because we don't have radio connection. If we would have radio connection, it would be quite easy to achieve. But without radio connection, we only have 100% throttle or 0. And like that, it's really almost impossible to do. Also, what is happening here? What's going on? Why are you doing that? We would need to hit it perfect. Only 1 second is too much. Down. And it's too fast. Yeah, it's not possible. But also, it's not the goal of today's video, right? I can show you what happens when MacJab tries to land this thing. That's funny. So, land somewhere. See, it does that. Tries at least to orient retrograde. And then it just doesn't account for this 2-second spool up time, and we will hit the water. So it would need to start it in 2, 1 now, but it doesn't. It starts now, and that's too late. And then we're too fast, coming down, and those 2 seconds, they're just too late. Okay. One last attempt to do it manually, and then we load. The safe game to do a steeper reentry. Stop it, don't flip over. That's nice, yes, thank you. Very good. So our speed stays low like this. That's pretty nice. Yeah, what can we do? We can... Let's do on 1 second the suicide burn, maybe. If we just would have radio connection. Or know a cheat how to disable. How to disable this requirement. Everything would help. But at least what I googled, you can use the infinite electricity cheat to make it have radio connection. But it didn't work for me. Okay, we're coming down. 5, 2, 1. Let's go. Ah, but it was closer than before. I really... Now I want to do it. Go on, at least once. So we need to enable SAS immediately. It should be safe. Okay, good. Let's enjoy the clouds here for a bit. Isn't that nice? Also, we are kind of the opposite orientation, right? It should be 180 degrees the other way. But yeah, all good. 12 seconds. We use SAS retrograde because smart ASS retrograde somehow doesn't work really. And then at 1.5 seconds, maybe? Now. Oh, it's still 50. Okay, 1.5 is too much. 2 seconds was not so bad. Come on, we can do it. Once at least. SAS. We need to be quick to enable SAS. Otherwise we flip over. Okay. Good. If we would have more time, I would even try to orient properly, but let's not do that. So the suicide burn takes 300 delta V approximately. Theoretically, we have 700 delta V too much fuel in here. But that's how it is, right? We could get rid of that. There is a venting system in this tank. But yeah. Okay, 9 seconds. This time we said at 2 seconds we do the burn. 3, 2, 1, 2. Okay. It's too fast. It's too fast. It's not doable without a radio connection. It's not doable. I say it's not doable. Without the radio connection and no throttle on the engine, not doable. But Kerbal Space Program, bigger is better. Hey, welcome. I didn't see you. Where is the fuel? The fuel is in the nose, actually. We could. But it doesn't help. We will hit the bottom with 30 plus meters a second. Still. We need radio connection, otherwise it doesn't work. There is cheat codes for everything, right? But I really don't think there is one for radio connection requirements. I don't think there is one. It's a pity. Anyway, we are back here. We want to... I mean, we are right here at sunrise. If we do a steeper re-entry now, will we make it? We can try, we can try. Let's give it a try. Okay, we point retrograde. We do not have radio connection right now. Let's go to a place where we do. Here. Yep, it helps. I even flip rockets that way for re-entry. Yeah, but the re-entry is not the problem, right? The flip is not the problem. Oh, what is that? Another visual hiccup? The ocean looks strange. We're just too fast, and we only have 0 or 100% thrust because we don't have radio connection. So no matter where the fuel is, won't help, right? Maybe we have better luck this time. We want to do a re-entry burn to approximately -50. -44? Let's go 250 with RCS. Good. Let's do that. Here we are. This time we don't forget to deploy. It's super annoying that I always have to do that manually because this action group just doesn't work. It says deploy and extend it, but it just doesn't do anything. Super annoying. So we again time warp to... we can, before we time warp, have a look at this and enable trajectory. See. It tells us that we would be going down here. Could theoretically be the case. Would still be in daylight and it would still be splash down over the ocean. Maybe we can get a radio connection until this coastline there. We'll see. Trajectories, please go away. Thank you. Good. Time warp until 140 kilometers. Hello, hello. And there we are above some nice clouds. Over an ocean. Okay, let's go prograde. Time warp 4x. There we go. Orient prograde. Roll steady. Okay. Then we can turn you off and turn you on instead to go to our 60 to 64 degrees. That looks good. 60. Yep. Like this. Perfect. Let's go. So, as I said, steeper re-entry. Our periapsis went a bit up again, but still minus 29 kilometers, minus 30, let's say. So, to go a bit to the side here to be properly aligned. Good. Time warping. "95 kilometers. Right. Let's make a nice re-entry. This time a bit steeper than before. I will leave RCS on this time because you have seen already that without RCS, only using the flaps, we can also do it. It's possible. But we also have a lot of excess delta V, which I could vent with this button here. Activate engine on the vent system, but we don't need it. Okay, let's properly stop time warp here for a second because we start seeing our nice re-entry effects. Good. Losing speed. I hope we can just leave it be like this and capture some nice visuals. By the way, it's strange that there's no re-entry sound. Right? Normally, wouldn't we have some sound? We are inside the atmosphere? I don't know. Okay, we start tipping again. As I said, this never happened in my tests earlier today. Why is it happening now? Can it be saved? That's the question. If you keep being rotated like that, it's not going to end well. We're still out of control. Asep, welcome. How are you? So it's not doing anything. Why? Why do you stop doing something? Cannot even rotate. Can do nothing. Just not doing anything. Okay, now we're going retrograde even. That's crazy. I guess the engines will overheat like that. Essentially everything will overheat. Why? 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 Why did it work so nicely in my tests and now we're screwed? What's going on? Why is it like that? I don't get it. What do we do? Close this dialog first. Okay. What do we do? That was minus 50, which worked perfectly well in my tests. But now, not so much. We can get rid of some fuel, yes. What happens if we do, by the way? Oh yeah, we're just getting rid of it. It's really strange. Let's try it again. We need radio connection first. Minus 50 we do again. Minus 66. Why not? Nose first, the fuel should be at the top. You need to brake as much as possible in the upper atmosphere or you get less heat. Yeah, absolutely true. Which is what we're trying to do, right? By pointing our angle of attack at 65 degrees. Normally that also works quite nicely and you just surf the atmosphere at about 70 kilometers. At least that's what it did in my tests. Worked perfectly fine. Somehow now, not so much. Time warping here. Let's enable our flaps. Good. Off we go. So this really normally try radial out, then drop nose as you can't maintain it. Radial out would be 90 degrees always, right? It's like not how the Starship normally does it. It's something like this. We have 68 degrees angle of attack. 65 normally it does. And it worked before. It shouldn't be an issue. I don't know what's wrong. What was wrong? So now we just got rid of some of the fuel. Maybe it does something good. We'll see. Going down first. You should aim to have no more than 500 meters at the start of reentry once RCS is no longer needed. Yeah, but RCS is still needed sometimes, so have it all in the nose. That I do. Then it's very stable. Neo Brandigan, welcome. Yeah, so the fuel is all in the nose, as you can see. There is close to nothing left in the main tank. And in my tests, it also was quite stable. Like this. Just now it gives problems. Less math, more braking. True. Maybe we can get rid of some more. Let's go to 900 or something. Let's see. We still have lost probe control. Skill lift, servos. Maybe one of the you guys watching right now knows how we can disable this limited probe control. Is there a cheat? Is there anything? We need probe control. Because right now I have no control about roll. I only have control about pitch and yaw. That's it. It's in the settings. Really? Settings. Difficulty, maybe? Enable COM network. Is it that? Maybe. Ah, we have probe control. Ah, thank you. My God, you saved us. If only we would have known that earlier. Yeah, it's not super necessary. I also made it without RCS and just with the flaps through reentry before. I don't know what's wrong right now, but made it before. But for this landing, that could be a saver now for a proper splashdown, because we now have throttleable engines, which is a big benefit. Okay, here we are, above an ocean. There is no land to see here, but yeah, plasma blackout is a thing, of course, as well. But as I said, we can make it through re-entry with just the flaps easily, normally, if it doesn't do strange things like it did now. But yeah. A bit of a bummer that we don't have any sound, right? Look at that. So we can go a little lower. 60 degrees is good. We are at 5,700 meters a second. What is that? 15, 16, 17 kilometers a second? Pretty dope. But we're still looking good here. This time. We will see some more plasma once we get a bit closer. But as you are, we're still losing quite some height. Normally it's less. Maybe we can go to more like 70 degrees. If that makes a difference. To be honest, it doesn't really. So let's stick with our 60 to 64. 65. I don't play Earth, I play Kerbal. A less re-entry speed, that is true. That is really true. There you have, what do we have there? 2000 something, right? Instead of 8000. Okay. It's much more stable now that we have comms access, right? I think. That looks cool. Looks cool as well. Only 2300. Yep, yep. Sounds accurate. We will see that when we do the Artemis, the SLS one. Because I haven't installed the RO configs for that yet. So we are playing Sol with the quarter setting. So close to Kerbal scale. Okay, we are almost through atmosphere. Through the verse, at least. We are already past 4000 meters a second. That is quite nice. And also quite successful. See, it's close to what we did earlier, but for some reason still gives us less issues. Pretty interesting. Close to 3 kilometers a second already. And how high are we? 50. 50 kilometers. So what are you guys doing right now in KSP? What are your missions? What are you flying? What are you building? As I said, I'm currently comparing the SLS to the Starship. I already did the launch comparison video. That was some awesome sound effects and also some really super nice visual effects. Launching those two, pretty sweet. Re-entry, let's see. Not so sure yet how I can make a nice video out of that. We'll see. You're doing an SSTO. Yeah, I can turn off RCS, you're right. Could have turned it off earlier already. Yes. Normally at 50 to 60 kilometers, they start doing their job pretty nicely. Yeah. But I wanted to lose some of the fuel anyway, so guess we're good. I love SSTOs. Building SSTOs is super nice. Building SSTOs in RSS, though, is super hard. Just doing a probe lift for Duna. Oh, sweet. Wait, we are approaching those 30 kilometers, but we still have some time. So, skill lift. You have an Ariane rocket in KSP2? Are you playing KSP2 still? for a moon landing. Yeah, the recent start of the Ariane 64. Yeah, they did it, right? It's with the 4 booster thingy, right? Good, 32 kilometers. So this is normally where, let's see, we make a new quick save. We need to enable SAS real quick then. So Starship, re-entry to 30 kilometers. SAS. Okay. Now we can go almost vertical. And that works nicely. Okay, this time. Good. Yeah, they delivered some payload there. And with the 64 Ariane, they can now deliver more payload, right? That was the main benefit, if I remember correctly. Sweet. So you're lifting a 21-ton Duna ship with 2 probes with your SSTO. Ah. Super sweet. I did some SSTOs in the Kerbal system, Kerbal playthrough. I don't think I did one in RP1 yet. I mean, the X-15 missions, they come close, right? But it's not SSTO. It's not single stage, right? Because you do an air launch. And except for the air launch, it's an SSTO, right? No, it's not orbit. It's just going to space. But that was a pretty cool. Watch the video if you are interested in that. The air launch thingy with the B-52 launching the X-15, that was really nice. It was super sweet. Is that a finished Starship model and the payload you can place however you want? Yeah, it's kind of finished, yeah. You have to put the flaps and the engines, of course, but and the nose cone and the core. Those are individual parts. I can show the VAB later. But except for that, yeah. We are already... Why are we always facing the wrong direction? It's strange. Anyway, shouldn't be a problem. Let's do the following. Let's do another quick save. Starship to Starship re-entry to 7 kilometers. Like this. And see what the MacJab can do with... No, it won't work. We still have to do it manually. But we have more control this time. So 15 seconds to go. We are going down through the clouds. Interesting. So we enable RCS, we go retrograde, and then we will burn full thrust. 7 seconds. Going through the clouds. We see the water surface. 6 seconds. 4. Why are you not... Hello? Come on! That worked perfectly before. This one. Why did it not rotate at all? Why did it not flip? Angle forward till you null out horizontal speed. Yeah. Let's give it one more go first. That was a bit strange. It somehow doesn't turn. Why? Oh, also it's the wrong engines, isn't it? Why? I think we missed some setting or something there. Let's see. Indeed, we had the wrong engines active. That is bad for once, and I mean, we would need to maybe... Oh, that works. Actually works. Pretty well, to be honest. Okay, 8 seconds. Okay, I see. We are getting better. Still not so sure why this flip maneuver is not working as well as it did before, but that's okay. That we can work around that. Not how it should work. Engines again, damn it. Ah, I forgot that. Why have I not done that before? I keep forgetting to set the correct engines. Ah, sorry. Okay, let me pause for a quick. I was so focused that I forgot to read all of your messages. Let's scroll a bit forward. Angle forward till you null out horizontal speed. Yeah, gliding to APO now. You will make it. Does the engine gimbal? Yes, it does. Eingestellt eigentlich schon Effekt, ohne dass die Triebwerke laufen, wegen der Gewichtsverlagerung. Ah, not sure if the gimbal itself has some impact. Put some fuel on the bottom. Yeah, we can try that. Yeah, try that later. We have 17 seconds. We can try it. So this is in everything down there. Oh my god. Okay, that was maybe too much. Too much and too early. Oh my god. We are... Let's see if we can make it. It was too late. I don't think we have enough time to do this properly. Oh, come on. Luis, welcome. Ah, missed you already. Where have you been? How was your Sunday? Let's see, how do we approach this now? It's I find it really strange because the belly, the flop It worked in the other save that we did earlier. It worked super nice and super like that. Now, not so much anymore. We just did it like that and it just did it. Just worked. And now, nothing. Okay, I see. A bit better. I was not fast enough with throttling down the engine. Skillift, ja, thank you for joining. Noch einen schönen Abend dir. Bye bye. Okay. Another attempt. If only this landing guidance would not have this issue with the spool up time of 2 seconds. That would be something. But unfortunately, it has those issues. So let's say at 9 seconds we do this. At 3 seconds we do this. Then we go down nice and slow. Not slow enough, god damn it. Oh, come on. I just want to do it one time today. It's difficult in realism overall. Just one splashdown I want to successfully do. How do we go about it? "14 seconds. It's just too slow, too fast. It's just too fast. Can't make it. Why? Why is it so hard? Why can't... Maybe if we fire... I have an idea. We fire up the engines manually and then we tell the landing guidance to land once the engines are already firing. That could work. That could work. So again at 10 seconds we do the retrograde thingy. So right now. Then we spin up the engines to, I don't know, some low number. Like this. Oh no, it turns them off again. Why? Oh, come on. That really sucks. That tool is so stupid. How else can we do it? Keep keep limited throttle over 5%. Use RCS. Touchdown speed. It turns them off. That sucks. Maybe if we time it almost perfectly, that could work. So we wait until it goes past 0. Now even the numbers didn't make any sense. What's going on? Hello? I want to... I cannot quick load. What's going on? Can't even hit escape. Hello? What's going on? The UI is just not responding. Yeah, it was the wrong engines. Thank you. I forgot again. Okay, guys. Need your help again. How do I... Okay, here I can at least do something. Can go to the Space Center. Maybe I can quick load in the Space Center. Indeed I can. Interesting. Okay, maybe this time I don't forget to turn on the correct engines. That would be helpful, right? Good. So. Correct engines enabled. Is that KSP 1 or 2? This is 1. With a lot of mods, obviously, right? Wait, I have to check who of you wrote that they're playing KSP. Oh my god, it's zooming in. Ah, it was Skillift. He plays KSP 2 still. Interesting. Retrograde. Correct engines are on. We do a slight burn. Helps also with orienting. And then... Oh no, it's still too much. Why does it turn off the stupid... I hate it. And also I cannot quick load from here anymore. What's going on? It suggests manually doing the landing sequence. What do you mean exactly? Are we doing it manually right now? I mean, the engines are still too powerful to properly control it somehow. It's difficult to do. Yeah, but the landing guidance thingy, I don't think we can get it working. With realism overall, it's too spicy. But we can try it manually. So we now will point, retrograde. I mean, we can even do it. Yeah, let's do it at 10 seconds again. Spin up the engine to this low percentage. I mean, it's even... Yeah, let's see. Retrograde, correct engines. Only slightly turn them on. Yes, engines off, everything off. Fall over. Don't, no! By falling over, really. By the way, why do we have this nasty, annoying landing thing there? Is it trajectories? It's not trajectories. Something else is doing that. At least here it's going away. Okay, this was the best approach that we had so far, right? As in flying with keyboard. Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Can we react that fast by manually doing this with the keyboard? I'm not so sure if I am that fast. I honestly don't think so. But we had a good approach. And we can do it again. So, we had the following. At 10 seconds we do retrograde. Then we do the lowest possible thrust burn. And we just have to come down super nicely slow. We'll see. It's they are still too strong. They are still too strong. The timing is not so good. Because when we have the issue that we have too much thrust still. Maybe I can do... Yeah, there's a thrust limiter. Maybe if you only do 50%, it could help. Do they each have their own? They do, of course. Okay, let's try this. It is so annoying that is... God. Okay, let's try to be quick again. $50. $50. And $50. Good. Correct engines. Okay, better. It's too fast. Oh, it's not. Stop it. No. Yes. Oh. Okay, that counts. Guys, that counts. Everything is intact. Reusable Starship landing. Splashdown. Sorry, not landing. Oh my god. Crazy. Yeah, we would have maybe needed to throttle down the engines anymore, much more. Then, I mean, we can give it a try. Once more. Once. Throttle down even more. Let's say 10% or whatever. Engine. 10%. This engine. 10%. This engine. 10%. Let's see if that works. Oh, I don't think it even throttles properly. It's not throttling, I guess. Are they not throttleable? Was this the issue the whole time? Maybe. Let's check that. Let's check that. Yeah, in one piece we did it at least once. Are they not throttleable maybe? Does it even say here? Let me check. We go just 5%. Thrust is 9 kilonewtons. And okay, it throttles. Not much, but it does. Okay. I see. Interesting. Yeah, good. So, let me think for a second. We did re-entry. We did the landing. I hope I captured some nice re-entry visuals for a video. That would be sweet. Is there something that we want to do? I mean, I promise to show you two things. I cannot revert back, but I can go here. Go to the VAB. Not during nighttime, obviously. Let's go to daytime. Go. Thank you. So, load another one of these. And I wanted to show you where the pieces are. You can go here to Starship expansion project, and then you have the Starship by itself. You have a cargo nose cone and a Starlink nose cone. And the main tanks, the core body, of course. The engines, vacuum and atmosphere, of course, and all the flaps. And then you have the hot staging ring, the 33 Raptor cluster, and the super heavy main tanks. Also, it does have individual Raptor 2s here. I'm not sure why. And of course, the grid fins. Those ones here. Let's do a launch and try a booster landing. That worked quite well with MacJab in the past, but not with realism overall. So again, that might be an issue. Let's see. We launch in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Because as you just saw, they also have a 2-second spin up phase. And I think during the last Last few meters, it does not ignite all of those engines, right? Only some of them. I'm not sure. Anyway, we are launching. Some nice clouds here. Some nice Cape Canaveral views. And at some point we will separate the booster. And then we can use this little mod down here. FMRS called... Yep. I forgot what it's called. Reusable stages. And the FM is for... I forgot what it's for. So at the point in time where the plume gets wide enough, be soon-ish. Why does it look so strange now? Okay. Now it should widen out. Be bigger and bigger. Now we can drop off the booster. And okay, something exploded. One of our engines. But it doesn't matter. We are going to switch over to the booster anyway. Okay, here we go. That is retrograde. If that works. And then we need trajectories here. Starship, where are you? Up there. Okay. Almost there. We're going to burn until we are going back to... back to the KSC. Should be something like that. We'll see. Doesn't look so bad, I would say. Now we can... Do we have to enable deploy? 1, 2, 3, 4. And we go retrograde. Let's see if we can make this work. Maybe we do a super heavy landing. Safe. Still going supersonic, right? 300 something is. That does not work well. We need this one. If we set it the KSC pad, can it do it? Maybe. That landed target. Maybe. Let's see what it does. Apparently it likes spinning. Just pointlessly spinning. For whatever reason. What the hell? Should start spinning up engines soon, hopefully. Okay. I guess it's confused about something. But it was better with the spool up time than... Where is my super heavy save? Here. Let's just have it try to land somewhere. That could work. Retrograde, please. Without spinning, please, if that would be possible. Do we have some nice camera angles here? Oh yeah, we have that one. That one. That one. Ah, sweet. Okay. Are grid fins enabled? Yes. Can you stop the spinning, please? It's a bit annoying. I guess the grid fins are doing that. Why? Look at that, they are all angled the same direction. Are they stupid? Okay, let's just say land somewhere. I guess they are... maybe I placed them wrong? They're not working properly, maybe? It's insane. Hello? Yeah, it's firing up the engines way too late. We need to do it manually, but also it's a big problem that the grid fins are not properly working like they are supposed to. They work like a propeller. Yeah, exactly. So maybe it's best for us to just disable them. Or maybe we can deploy direction inverted. Maybe those opposite ones we do like this. That does seem to work. Okay. Let's override our save game because that was super annoying. Super heavy landing. Okay. Looks better. But again, the autopilot. Yeah, I changed the deploy direction, yeah. Again, the spool up time is messing with the landing guidance. We can just close it. It's like of no use. Let's try to do it manually. 13 seconds. 12 seconds. Ah, we are doing aero braking here. Sweet. 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Let's do on 3. It's again, they are too powerful. We need to somehow find a way to either shut down some of them. Let's see. It's an engine cluster. Can it be controlled all at once? Is the question. I guess so. Thrust limiter, thrust limiter. Why does it have 4 sections? Can we just disable 3 of them? Let's see. Not sure what exactly that does. Still too powerful. Even the slowest value is still too much. Look at that. Okay, let's try something else. We disable. Learn through crashing. That's the Kerbal way, exactly. Why is it not loading? Okay. Didn't recognize my double click for some reason. Okay, let's go here again. This time we go... Ah, that's for all of them. Okay. So like this maybe? Okay, close to 2 seconds and we start the burn. It is super difficult. Try changing the engine mode with the next previous. What? Engine mode? Let's see. Engine mode, you say? Docking acquire force? Next engine mode. What is that? What changed? Let's see. Oh, okay. Only the inner ones. Ah, and now only those. And now all. Okay. Ah, yeah, only 3. I see. But they are super weak. They are almost too weak, no? They are too weak. It's not enough. Ah, but we can work with that. That's good. Okay, I would need to put that on a... I mean, Rarus Redulescu. Thanks for the hint. That's super amazing. Having that on a hotkey, on a key, that would be nice, right? So we have to have that open. Then we cycle through, I guess. Let's go. Okay, was a bit too early maybe, but let's see. Oh, they're too weak. Maybe it works. Let's see. Yeah, it works. That works for me, if it doesn't crash on splashdown now. It didn't! Ha! We made it! You had the winning hint. Haha! Binding it to an action group, yeah, definitely. That would have helped. I mean, it was just an add-on. Today's task was achieved. We wanted to do spaceship re-entry visuals that we got. This is just... Where is the space center? There. This was just a small benefit on top. So next time it's gonna be SLS/Artemis that we do some re-entry recordings. So, guys, that was quite an adventure. But it's fun playing around with Starship. Something different for a change. Cool. So I hope you liked what you saw. I hope you were a bit entertained this evening. It's now time to go to bed, for me at least. Not sure in which time zones you reside in. But here it's past 11 p.m. So, guys, the VOD will be on Twitch as well as on YouTube. And yeah, the SLS versus Starship comparison video part 2 with the re-entry is going to come up in some time. If you want to see that, feel free to subscribe either here on Twitch or on YouTube. Congratulations, you have received 100 messages today. Haha, nice. Make version 3 booster and ship version 3. I mean, can quickly show you something. Let's go to the Space Center. And go to the VAB. And okay, what's happening? I didn't do that. It was the FSRMS whatever thingy. What is going on? What did you do? Bigger is better. Did you just do... Is that the super chat feature? I don't know. It's not correctly displayed here. Let me quickly go here and check that. What did you do? Live streams. streaming platform. Ah, is that... No, what did you do? Is that the super chat feature? It's the first time I'm seeing that. Bro. Awesome. Top fans. You're now the #1 top fan. You just gained 800 XP. But what does the 10 Swiss francs mean? Was that the super chat feature? Awesome, man. Thank you so much. So I did entertain you after all. Haha. Mission achieved. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. So you wanted to know about version 3. And I want to show you something. What we can do already in here. They promised to also add the block-free Starship. I mean, it would be awesome when they actually do the test flight to have it in parallel or something. But let me show you this. With realism overall, you know, you can exchange engine configurations. And looking at the engines here, and then going to the engine UI, we have the ability to switch over to the Raptor 3. In terms of numbers, what is the difference? It has 3000 kilonewtons versus... Where is the number? Minimum throttle is 40%, that's what we noticed, why we couldn't go lower, right? It was fun, that means a lot. I didn't notice you were from Switzerland. So your language is normally Schweizerdeutsch, right? I'm not going to try to speak it. I can understand it because I grew up like 5 kilometers from the Swiss border. But I don't want to offend you. I'm not going to try to speak. But I can understand pretty fine. Unlimited ignitions, subject to ullage. Rated burn time did not change. Greater simplification and even greater thrust. Slightly heavier. To include built-in heat shielding. Interesting. So what is the thrust here is? Max thrust 2500 and this one has 3000. That's awesome. And also the atmosphere variants, I guess. Yep. This was the vacuum variant and also the atmosphere variant has also more thrust. Awesome. So yeah, we can at least for now do Raptor 3 engines in here. What we cannot do, as you can see here, is there is only block 2 components. And also block 1 components and also historic ones. For example, the Starhopper. But that's it. And the early prototype Starship things and Raptor ones. So we only have the engines. We don't have the Starship yet. We will have to wait for an update on that mod. Oh, there was a message here. You have switched... Oh, whatever. You have switched scenes while controlling a dropped vessel. Next time, please use the jump back to main mission. Okay, got it. Yeah, good. So, that was it. Thanks again, bro, for those super chat. Again. First time for me. Super interesting. You're the absolute first user who ever did that. I mean, we have our #1 subscriber, Space Junkie, right? Channel member. That was a first. And now you have the first super chat. for you. Super awesome. Thank you so much. And with that, let's call it a day. See you in the next stream or on the YouTube videos. Elon stuff is crazy stuff, true. So yeah, see you around. If you enjoy like small shorts from all the videos that I did, I upload every 2 days. There comes a short, like basically a sneak peek to the upcoming video, let's say. You never do lives. What do you mean? Live streams? You never stream? And yeah, every 2 days there is some content on the YouTube channel. And also, if you're interested, if you are not already there, the Discord. Let me post the Discord link for you. There we go. The bot only posts to Twitch. There it is on YouTube, I guess. Yes. Cool. Feel free to join the Discord server. So, a lot of chit chat going on about general space stuff, about Kerbal Space Program, about Kitten Space Agency as well, and Juno New Origins. There are some people who do crazy stuff on their phones with Juno New Origins. I'm always amazed what you can do on a phone. I would even struggle to do it on PC. Crazy builds. So, if you like, join the Discord. And one last time, have a good night, everybody. See you in the next one. And yeah, fly safe. Bye-bye.